a spot open. And, we were looking at moving him in. I wasn't sure who I was going to take out, but I made the decision real easy.
What's the status on Chris?
I don't know. The X-rays were all okay, so nothing's broken in his ankle, but he had a pretty good sprain. So he's sprained it before, so he kind of got a feel, but I don't think he'll play Tuesday night, and we're hoping to get him back maybe for the conference.
When did that happen? How did that happen?
It just in practice on Thursday. Just came down on some Jordan's foot, I think.
Coach, even without Michelle in there, you had a 39-23 rebounding advantage tonight. How did you guys?
Well, I thought Jordan Bell really picked it up. I thought, I'm not sure he's had double-figure rebounding for a while. Double-double, nice game. And, Dylan Ennis came back and had 6, so that was good. So, but I thought Jordan really helped pick that up.
What did you like about tonight's win?
I thought, really early, I love the way we got up defensively and our energy defensively, and kind of backed off there at the end of the half, and they hit a few threes, and our energy just wasn't as good. I thought mixing up our defenses in the second half really helped us. The rebounding difference is something that you always like to see as a coach. Beating anybody 16 on the boards and going, without our best rebounder, or one of our best rebounders, was encouraging. Disappointed maybe still in our ball movement, because we're not executing, not getting that thing moving like we should. But we just got to keep grinding away, and hopefully that'll come.
I think this was 10th straight game holding opponents under 75 points. In past seasons, it seems like your defense has kind of caught up to the offense by Pac-12 play. Seems it's kind of the inverse this year. Is that a better sign for your guys? Like, is offense easier to learn later in the season than defense?
Well, offense, they always want to play. That's the one thing. Getting in the guard sometimes is a little tougher. But, we just got to trust each other a little bit more offensively and share the ball. I like I said, at times defensively, I thought our energy was pretty good. And I like seeing that. I think that's really important for a long season. You're not going to shoot it well every night, so you've got to guard somebody. And if you guard, you can stay in most games. We've got some very talented offensive teams coming up, with UCLA and USC just on the horizon. So, our defense has got to keep coming, and Fresno's a very athletic team. So we'll have our work cut out for us defensively, but offense, we're a better shooting team than we showed. We're not getting the right shots, and the flow isn't what it should be, and the rhythm of our offense isn't what it should be. So we just got to continue to keep pressing and see if we can find the right flow, the right rhythm. But it's not there right now.
Can you talk about Peyton Pritchard and his development and his part in getting that flow going?
He's going to be an awfully good player for us. I like his feel for the game, and I like his toughness. He's got to continue to kind of get a feel for the way we play. It's a lot different than his high school. He had the ball in his hands all the time, and we're kind of with his AAU team. He always had the ball in his hands, and now we've got some pretty good players with him. We want that ball in Dylan Ennis, Dylan Brooks, Tyler's hands. We want that ball spread around because we got a lot of guys who can handle it and make plays. So him just getting a feel for that, is going to take some time, but his instincts are good, and he's going to be an awfully good player for us.
How tough is it to break those instincts, to dribble and always have the ball?
Oh, all the guys that want to dribble, the camera's on them, the girlfriend watches, they all like pounding a little bit, and it just, eventually they do learn to trust their teammates and get it moving. They realize how much better the shots are. We had a couple of zone possessions where we just popped it around, 3 or 4 possessions, got in the middle, had wide open shots, and we'll show them those and show them how that ball movement created those shots, and hopefully they'll all make the adjustment.
Bell had a good night finishing with both hands. How much has he worked on his offensive game? How much has he improved it?
He has improved quite a bit. He's almost a reluctant scorer in there. You know, he doesn't demand the ball. He doesn't post up a lot. That you know, he's never been a great scorer. You know, high school, AAU, he's always kind of been a defense rebounding facilitator. But you know, in his third year now, you'd expect that to be part of the growth. You know, to take a more aggressive offensive position and try to score. He's very talented. You see some of the step-through movements, the little left-handed hooks that he threw in. And, you know, I think he could be a very capable scorer. Tonight we needed him to score with Chris out. And he goes 7 for 8 and didn't turn it over but one time, which is 2 below his average. So, you know, I thought he had a great game. You know, I loved his energy on some of the boards. I mean, he went and got a few of those rebounds that I just haven't seen him do that.
It looked like his legs are coming back. He was making some shots tonight that last week the shots were coming up short, but what you're seeing also.
He's just rushing. You know, we got to get him slowed down, and he's trying to make up for lost time. And you know, we've all seen what Dylan can do. You know, he led us in assists last year. You know, so we know what he can do as a playmaker and making plays. And I think it's just making him more patient and getting him more comfortable with the guys that we've got. But there's no doubt in my mind that eventually that flow will come with him when it comes to the rest of our team.
You know what, guys? I mean, you said Bell is averaging 3 turnovers a game, which he is. Do you know all the guys' averages on turnovers for the season? Or is that the stat that
Now it
pops out?
sticks out pretty good. But you know, I know I don't memorize the whole stat sheet, but I do realize who's leading us in categories, who I want the ball in their hands maybe a little bit more, some a little bit less because of those stats. Who should be making a few more plays than they are. And you know, one thing that just drives me nuts: quick shots, bad shots. And, I remember those real well. So you know, there's certain things that you know I think are really important to the game that I remember, and others I probably don't put enough emphasis on. But you know, you kind of get stuck in your ways after years, and you know what's good for your team and what's not, and where you can really prosper as a team and what holds you back. And turnovers has always been something that holds us back. We've always been successful if we hold that number to 11, 12, you know, no more than that. You're going to turn the ball over because you got to push the envelope some, but you start getting 15, 16, and all of a sudden you cut out 4 or 5 possessions a game, and we all know how many games are decided by 3, 4, 5 points. You know, that's the difference. And then points off turnovers. You know, we've always had a big plus advantage there. We've had some games where we've been negative. Tonight we were just 22 and 14. The other night against Montana was a difference in the game. We were 21 to 10. You know, so points off turnovers is always a big stat that we look for, and we've got to do a better job of that stat.